Hi everyone! Today I will talk about basic check-in activities. Basic check-in activities. First, preparation for guest arrival. Before registering or assigning room for arriving guests, the receptionist needs to have certain information to help with the job achieving guests arriving. The information and activities of the receptionist before achieving guests arrive are: read the logbook. Logbook is a notebook that contains matter and problems that require follow-up from the reception staff of the previous work group to the next work group. Before registering or assigning room for arriving guests, the receptionist needs to have certain information to help with the job achieving guests arriving. The information and activities of the receptionist before achieving guests arrive are: read the logbook. Logbook is a notebook that contains matter and problems that require follow-up from the reception staff of the previous work group to the next work group. Room rack accuracy. The room rack is one of the important guest reception equipment, which in English is called the room status board or room rack. With the help of this room rack, the clerk will easily find out the status of each room, and thus will expedite the process of sealing room and determining room, because with the help of this tool, officer without having to go to the room can get various necessary information such as room location, room number, room price, and room status. Counting rooms. The purpose of the room count is to find out whether or not there are rooms available that can be sold on that day, especially for guests who arrive without a room reservation. Blocking rooms is an activity of assigning room to guests who book room prior to their arrival. The goal is that guests who have booked a room will definitely get a room according to their order, in addition to things that need to be prepared or equipped into the room before the guests arrive. Room status report. This room status report is made prior to arrival of guests to provide detailed information about the status of the guest room. The information contained in the room status report always contains an indication of the guest room status, such as occupied, vacant, dirty or clean, out of order, and blocked room. Expected arrival list is a list that provides information about the guests who are expected to arrive on a given day. Guest history record. This is to find out the possibility that guests who are expected to arrive have stayed before. Then this will be useful to improve service. Expected arrival with special request. This must be prepared before the guests arrive and informed to relevant departments. List of important guests. Include in the group of important guests at the hotel are very important person, commercial important person, and special attention guests. Other preparation for guest arrival. Other preparation that need to be done for the smooth task of achieving arriving guests are: preparation of registration document, preparation of room key information, checking mail for guests who haven't arrived, and prepare stationery and other equipment that is always needed in the process of handling guest reception. Second, room assignment and determination of room rate. Room rate is the unit price for renting a room for one night. As a unit price, room rates are divided into room rate per room tariff, namely rooms that are seen as the unit price, not a number of guests occupying the room. Room rate per person rate, that is, the person occupying the room is seen as a unit price. Type of room rental rate. Type of room rental rate: standard room rate, corporate rate, commercial rate, airline rate, children rate, flat or group rate, series rate. Pricing for guest categories. Room pricing for expected arrival. The room price for expected arrival is the agreed price at the time the reservation is made. Pricing for guests without a room reservation. Pricing for walk-in guests is usually done once the desired room is available. Third, registration. Guest registration with reservation. For guests who have made a reservation, the registration process becomes simpler and easier. Guest data can be obtained from the booking confirmation later. Registration for guests without reservation or walk-in guests. The receptionist must first check whether the room requested by the guest is available before registering. A card or registration form is used to record information about the guest's personal data on arrival. Fourth, checking the method of payment and issuing the room key and escorting the guest. The following are two forms of room key system commonly used in hotels. Key system conventional is the use of a key form with a conventional system or regular. Some procedures that must be followed to maintain the security of the guest room in the use of this conventional lock. First, the hotel will issue one room key for one room. Second, if the guest will take the key that was deposited. Third, the room key must be returned when the guest departs. Fourth, spare key and key to connect the room must be kept separate for the circulating room key. Fifth, the front office clerk should always check the presence and number of room key. Sixth, if there is a lost room key, then immediately make a report. Electronic key system. This lock system is operated using a master control console technique by the front office for all keys used by guests. This key uses a random code method. This key can also monitor the time guests enter and leave the room number, and includes a room reading system when the maids enter and leave the guest room. If this key does not match the truth, when the reversal system 23 will give a signal to the security staff at the hotel. Guest card is the identity card of guests staying at the hotel. The information usually listed on the guest card is setting up a guest account on arrival. Guest accounts are divided according to the type of guest into two respectively: individual guest account or individual guest bill, and group guest account or group guest bill. For guests whose payments are made partly by third parties such as travel agencies, companies, agencies, and partly by guests themselves, two types of guest account will be created respectively: master bill to record transactions to be paid by third parties, and extra bill to record transactions that will be paid by guests directly. Guest accounts are made by the reception official, except for the extra bill made